Yo, 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 I'm not overtflow. Greetings everybody, this is Falcon. Welcome to overtflow's channel. As you can tell, I'm not overtflow. He is busy. It's fight day today. God, I hope he gets a win. He and I have talked about UFC and MMA and jiu-jitsu and kickboxing and everything to do with the sport at length before, and I really hope that he gets his win today at the UFC Fight Expo. It'll be awesome if that's what he actually goes out and does. I'm pumped for him. So hopefully we're going to hear some stuff about overtflow kicking some ass at the UFC Fight Expo. So on with the commentary today though, because he's asking for all of us to pitch in and help him out because he's a busy man. So today we're going to talk a little bit of Call of Duty Ghosts here, and what we're going to talk about is the multiplayer aspect. I know not a lot of information has been leaked out about the multiplayer on what's going on. People don't know. They're pissed that it wasn't out at E3, that all they showed us was crap about Riley and the single player stuff and underwater fighting and all that kind of stuff. That's all we knew about, right? So the chief executive officer at Activision, right? So he mentioned that the online mode of the first-person shooter is going to be shaken up a little bit with a bunch of new stuff. And what was he talking about? He was talking about dynamic maps and character customizations. And we've already heard about this dynamic map stuff, right? So if you pre-order Ghosts, you're going to get a map. And we know that this high-rise building, it's like falling down as you're playing in it, right? What else are they talking about here? Now, character customization, that's something we've had for a little while. Like Black Ops 1 had it where you could change the face and do the face paint and stuff like that. Are they going to have like female soldiers in Call of Duty finally? Like the women have been asking for this. They want female soldiers in this game. They're like, why can't we have female soldiers? It'd be the best. So hopefully that kind of stuff is rolling in. Who knows what else is going to go on in this game, because there's people out there who are saying, you know, dynamic maps are great and all, but how much is it really going to affect the gameplay? People play Call of Duty because there's a familiarity with the map as you play it. You get used to the layout, you get used to how it is, you know your routes, you get things set, you know where the flags are at, you know where hard points are at, you know where bomb locations are at and everything like that. You throw a dynamic map in there that's ever changing, and that's going to throw everything off. You could have a map where your B flag is, you know, where it normally is, but then automatically it'll change, right? The map itself changes, so now your B flag can't be where it was because it's impossible for a soldier to get to. You can't get to that spot. So the B flag would have to move mid-round. Imagine something like that. Like if you had an ever-changing set of flags inside of Domination, you could run around, you'd have your A flag and your C flag set at your spawn points, but what if your spawn points moved, right? So if this high-rise is falling down and it goes sideways, well now if your B flag was in the middle, say it's a multi-level building, and you're starting at the top and you've got your C flag on the third floor and your A flag is on the first floor, and B flag is on the second floor, well now all of a sudden that whole building falls over. Now you've got your B flag like laying in the middle as if it were linear in front of you, just like we have right now. But you could start off with a map like that where you have your A, B, and C flags tiered up above one another. I think it'd be a pretty neat concept. I'd like to see something different like that. I do hope that they bring back Domination in its regular standard format, not this halftime crap that we usually see like you see here in this gameplay itself, because I do not like the halftime mode. It's impossible to really come back and get a win if you're really getting beat from behind. Now, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to need to do right now, so if you look at Domination the way it stands, okay, people play it, they know if they're way far ahead it's going to work, but I'm looking at another article about Ghosts, right? So I read up on a lot of stuff. So I follow Ghosts on Google News, all that kind of stuff. That's how I find my information. And they're saying that there's a good possibility that going into the next generation of consoles, that Call of Duty might have lost its momentum, right? So Black Ops 2, which we're watching right now, has sold around 24 million copies for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And right now, it's not going to match the record-setting number that Modern Warfare 3 had. Well, Modern Warfare 3 moved 28 million units, right, to date. That's how much it is sold. And they're saying that it's more than likely that Black Ops 2 is going to be the first game that doesn't top the performance of its previous game, which is crazy, right? So now we'll see what happens when the next gen console comes up, because they're saying that the pre-sales aren't that good right now, that things are just kind of slowing down for it, right? Now, Infinity Ward is not the same Infinity Ward that we remember from Modern Warfare 2 and the original Modern Warfare, right? Those guys are now Respawn Entertainment. So the Infinity Ward that we've got right now, whole different crew, right? These are the guys that worked on Modern Warfare 3. They were in at the end of Modern Warfare 2 doing map packs and stuff like that. And now they've got this really big challenge of putting out Call of Duty Ghosts on not what just used to be 3 platforms, right? So Black Ops got put out on, actually 4, right? So you've got PC, the Wii, or Wii U, and then Xbox and PlayStation. So now let's add 2 more onto that, right? So now it's going to be released on all current gen systems and the next gen stuff. So PS4 and Xbox 360. And you want to make these levels, like you want to show off the Xbox 360 and the PS4 and the computing power and graphics engines that these things have. You want to be able to show that off, but you also have to be able to port it over to the stuff that you've already got. And my aim sucks right there. You can comment on my aim down below and how bad it is. I'm used to it. So I'm not sure if, this game itself, like they always focus on the single player, and I think they really have to get off of that. Let's get off of the single player game all the way through. We understand that there's a storyline arc to the Modern Warfare series, and Ghosts is a completely new one. But really, we're not playing this game for single player. We're playing this for multiplayer. And I think that multiplayer is going to take a hit, mainly because of the fact that they have to develop this thing for so many different platforms at the same time, right? So you've got all of these different things, the Xbox One and the Xbox 360, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3, the PC and the Wii U. That's 6 different consoles and computers that you have to worry about all at once, right? No other game has done this. No other game has tried to tackle this, to come out on so many platforms at one time. And I think they're starting to overstretch themselves. I mean, imagine back in the day, like Modern Warfare 2 coming out on that many different platforms. People would think that they were fucking crazy. They would go, why are you doing this? Why are you hurting our game? I mean, honestly, there would be riots back in the Modern Warfare 2 day, not just because of the Javelin glitch, but because their game just doesn't work right. We hear it all the time now with Black Ops 2. Like, the game doesn't work right. There's so much lag. We have to deal with this and that in the game. And now they're going to start working on it with more platforms. We're adding 2 more on to the 4 that are already here. So I'm waiting to see, like, if something bad just takes out this game. Like, whether it's lag or the map design is just bad, or the game is just unplayable for whatever reason, do they sit there and go, it's because they ported this game to 6 different systems out there? Oh my god, people will freak out. Those are my thoughts on this. Let me and overtflow know what you think as well down in the comments section. Leave a like as well. And I want to send out a special thank you to overtflow for using this video and putting it on his channel. He didn't have to do that. I think it's awesome that he wants to keep his channel going on a daily basis, and he's giving people like me the opportunity to post on his channel and just show some love. I think that's great. So until tomorrow, this is Rusty signing off for overtflow. We'll catch you guys later, and today I am over and out.